Alright, welcome back to Hearts of Iron 4, Millennium Dawn modded playthrough of Chechnya. Probably wrapping up the playthrough soon. It's already 2052. We did make our goal of being a major power again. We're doing some last hurrah wars, but we did fall behind this whole run. We're just gonna have resource problems, so unless we go full world war, we need to stop America fighting NATO. And then fighting either Europe or China. Maybe even Africa. Honestly, Africa would be a good fight. We're just gonna have problems, though. Oh, and I forgot to look at the leisure last round. Ooh, I need to do that. Alright. So GDP-wise, we are superior to Ukraine. But we're just a full tier below the superpowers. Or great powers. I don't even know. Superpowers are probably there. These are probably greats. Territory-wise, we are 5th. And 4th in core states. Let's see, industry. We're 6th in civilian factories. We're full, like, if you doubled ours, we just barely catch the bottom of the next tier up. Military industry, we have enough to sustain ourselves. Naval yards, we're just non-existent. Cruiser. Alright, so we can get the modern ship hulls done. Let's see how many finish. We got a couple tanks and a couple infantry. We'll go ahead and throw that in the home training group, so that we'll just throw them on the front line. Yeah, and it looks like we have 47 trillion in reserve cash, so that's not even a concern now. We completed some of our satellite production. We're still waiting for the launch vehicles, though. It looks like Kyrgyzstan is getting closer to being ready to be annexed. It would be kind of ironic if we lost this war. Maybe fitting. Fitting would be the way to describe that. I think we're almost done with rail lines, though. Nope. Nope, never mind. Never mind. We have so many rail lines we need. And a second set here. I think those are along the southern border with Europe. Yeah, let's check this out. What are we short still? Oh, the artillery. Yeah, because everything else, they just need artillery. Everything just needs these artillery pieces. Like, I can't get in any faster. I don't have the tech metals for it. But we are going to get most of our infantry units with the new upgraded infantry vehicles. Tanks are slowly getting put out to the troops. Everyone already has the anti-air. So, that's cool. We're getting very minimal fighter jets produced per week. So I think we do have a carrier one, right? Yeah, this carrier jet. Which actually has crazy air defense, radar advantage, and also air superiority. So, no air attack though. Alright, available projects. Plenty. Unfortunately, not gonna work. I should look, since we integrated that region, yeah, so we stopped having the rebel forces in most of this greater area up here. Perfect. And we should be within a couple days. 28th of September, so 1 month. We'll be able to make a move against the nationalist Ukraine. Svoboda, I guess, is what that is. Olay. Dear God, I could not say his last name even if I tried. I'm assuming some of that's silent. Because it's like high on the bulk. So like Tyoni bulk. Olay, yeah, I don't know. Probably saying some word in a different language that I have no idea what it means. Who cares? That's unfortunate. We have 1.7 million manpower. That is something else I could see. We bumped military spending up. 191 versus 171, so it's 20 billion more. I think our unemployment rate is, yeah, so our worker fulfillment is still terrible. Maybe even like gotten worse since we integrated those other territories. Yeah, it got way worse. Like not even close how much worse that is. It's still quite a few months out. And we're at minus 15 tech metals. Australia somehow has one to trade. Philippines. Good old Burundi. Check them out. I guess we could claim one. The fact that Chile isn't even, or they're not even delivering all that we're owed. I don't know where this is. I think this is up north, like this section. And I would assume this is a rail line between it. The only thing that would make sense why we would build those there is if that was the case. Alright, battle plans, guys. Where are my 18 units? They're along the border with Russia, or sorry, Europe. You can see the rail lines, though, that are built out, and those that aren't. Yeah, so we're shipping supply rather than going through here. And our northern rail line not being built right up here is what's killing it. So it is cool we do have our east-west supply line here mostly done. That does mean we can supply the front line with China to some extent. Yeah, I was trying to see. Yeah, these are still upgrading. Okay. A lot of territory there with nothing in it. So if we ever got pushed back, we'd absolutely just lose ground forever. 0.74 is crazily low. Like, that's even lower than down here in the Himalayas. Alright. Game on. It is game on time. And Kyrgyzstan can get annexed. Alright, so we're in time. And it's time to... I don't think anyone's protecting him, right? They're improving relations. We're just gonna do it. So... Immediately, this plan needs to go. It's just purely even, too. Oh, looks like we did take somewhere. Comes around. Looks like they're trying to do a naval invasion here with a significant number of units. But we have a bunch of infantry. So I would be a little skeptical that that's going to be able to land. I'm going to slow it down. It's probably going to crash with this many units going that fast. Yep. Looks like we're getting reinforcements with some of these entrenched forces. And we push back that naval invasion. You can see them right back there. And we've pushed the front line. So they did get an intel break on us. Let's check where we are with our cybersecurity, and I don't think I want to use it. We're already winning. Seems like a waste. Yeah, pretty much. I want to take this port first. Don't really have any free forces other than these. Yeah, so I could pull those southern forces. I think counterattacking through here is probably... If we go for Mariupol and we go for the Kerch area, or city of Kerch, on an offensive. And once we take that, I'll feel a little bit better about kind of a naval situation. Okay, so we basically run into a wall right here. Having a lot of struggles. I think we're gonna take this airfield though. Alright. Been long enough. Let's go ahead and reveal the intel. So we'll do our intel. Ooh, they pushed into our line. They've reinforced there. Be cool if we could hit that. Alright, so we got more armored vehicles here. Looks like we may force them right here to actually withdraw, which would be crazy. Yeah, because they're having to bring back reinforcements. Nope, they're held it. Alright, well, I'm gonna make a new unit. Looks like they've managed to push us back. We did take the airfield though. Looks like we regained that territory as we're approaching Mariupol. Yeah, we're just endlessly fighting over that space at this moment. And looks like we're gonna get pushed out here. Possibly. As they readjust their line. Hmm. Like we're in a kind of endless meat grinder in the south. The north, we're gonna end up swinging, it looks like, as we took an airfield. Unless they swing a bunch of units up there, but I don't see that happening. That looks like a helicopter. It looks like they're pulling their IFVs. Let's go ahead and jump on that. Yeah, they're getting weaker and weaker in this northern area. They had to pull a tank down south. Not seeing... They did actually push back. Interesting. Yeah, that tank has no organization. We'll go ahead and subsidize it even though we go negative, it doesn't matter. Get more intel. I may send these tanks into this division. I think I am. So I'm gonna say we need to reallocate forces up there. Looks like we're gonna get pushed out of the airfield again. So they did push us in the north. But to do so, they're sacrificing their supply. They're absolutely out of supply up there. This is definitely going to be a meat grinder of a fight. Yeah, really. I don't see them holding this southern section across this water very long. Once we get all the rest of our vehicles over. Yep, they're having to send the helicopters down to support these. So they did swing that. Go ahead and see if we can get some of this land infantry to support an attack. Keep putting pressure. To the point where they have to reinforce. Looks like we have Omer. No, they flipped it. I think they got those attrition damaged units in. That helicopter is really damaged. Their IFVs are holding though. We can go ahead and support an attack. Let's do it. We're gonna pull our reserves. We want a sustained invasion. Yep, so that helicopter is going to get even weaker. Looks like the IFEs are taking some punishment. Yep, and they've had to support too many down here. So we're actually getting a sustained push. Alright, full back line. Reinforcements. Yep, they've had to pull all of that back. Couple more IFVs headed down this way. Definitely trying to anchor with. I think we might get this airfield too. So if we can press into both these airfields. Alright, they're reinforcing. Looks like our tank is, or our IFE is cycling back in. Just adding more power, more firepower into the fight. Enemy has air superiority right now too, so if we could take this, that would be huge. Yeah, the Donetets. Or Donets. Yeah, Donets. That's what it is. And also West Donet. Yeah, they left their southern flank open. Like, I'm fully expecting... They're probably doing a naval invasion. But if we could press this and get these airfields, that would be incredible. Oh, so they went to reinforce the port at Mariupol, and then they lost their defenses up north. Send everyone back in. Send these reserves into this fight too. Yeah, we're sweeping these airfields in the north. And then, yep, they're losing ground. Here we go. We just have so many more units than they do. They have no organization left. Their health is dropping. We'll get it. Yep. Looks like We're rolling up the north side, though, for sure. They're having to pull a lot of reinforcements in. I'm gonna keep diving in on this fight. Oh, we got another airfield. Ooh, that's good. We were able to push out an IFV. Looks like we pushed 2. We started cycling in. The helicopter's off the field. Like they took... Yeah, they sacrificed their northern line to hold this. Nothing but attack. Full offensive actions. Ooh, they spearheaded a push. Alright. It is time. We're gonna reinforce so we hold that airfield. Alright, looks like they are going on an attack. That's fine. So are we. We're absolutely going straight to shred through all these lines with our units. Southern border. For it. These guys. Infantry expert. We're sending in the backup. Yep. And we're going for all the airfields we can. Looks like they've pulled units to the north. Yeah, so they left that after that assault. Withdrew units. They should struggle because we reinforced the entire line. Make that situation completely untenable. We'll just attack gaps. Yep. Completely destroy them. Wear them out. Ooh, we're pushing straight down the middle. Right here. Who's in defense? Attacker is Ukraine. Oh. Yeah, because we made it all the way to this airfield and up to Mariupol's border. It's a hell of a fight, though. A hell of a fight. They're gonna get pushed here. We got our first carrier. Looks like we won in the north. Oh, should be going. Infantry. Yep. We fight well in the mountains. They're definitely getting ground down, though, with supplies. A lot of these IFVs are not replenished. Yep. That might be a weak point right in the middle of their line. Right here. If we take the supply node, we cut off the, like this front. But we have to take this node. Rostov-on-Don. Rostov-on-Don. Alright, is this a... Nope, we're still... Yeah, we're actually attacking there. Alright, we want to hit with everything we can. Chechnya is defending that very well. Or, sorry, Ukraine. That's a Marine division. Fourth, the Mechanized Army Group. I don't know, man. We're like grinding them down here. We may be able to take it. We may not. Yeah, they're gonna have to reinforce with more IFVs. Otherwise, we're gonna take these supply nodes. Yep. So they'll go reinforce these weakened areas. Can we get to this airfield from the north? Because if we anchor it from the north, it's harder for them to take it back. And it looks like our satellite's finished, so let's go ahead and launch them. It's 2 kilograms. 4. Launch mass is 4. So we got 50 we can launch. Give it our best bet. We got 25 GNS satellites now.
our hit chance. So yeah, air superiority, mission efficiency with those. We're gonna shift to the 85. A little rough here, but we're pushing right down the center of the line. If we could make a gap there, it's gonna be very tough for them to hold this. Then we can fold all this line downwards. All right, infantry. It's coming down to Kirch. We've got 1995 rockets, and oh snap, it's time. So we'll stop here in the middle of this fight. Thanks for watching. I'll catch everyone on the next episode.